You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports supporters, we're going to talk about the New England Patriots and more specifically Del Mooney, the New England Patriots fan that lost his life at Gillette Stadium after a fight with a guy in the stands. Now, there's been a hell of a lot of fights in the NFL this year, but this was one where the guy actually died. However, an autopsy was done, and supposedly, conveniently, I might add, the man just died of some medical issue. I find that crazy. I find that odd. I find that very coincidental, but that's what the autopsy ruled nonetheless. Now, you got to wonder if the family won't have another autopsy done aside from that, because sometimes the family does have autopsies done at other times and other places, unrelated, right? So let's get to this, because 3 men are charged in relation to the death of this fan. The Foxborough police have turned in the paperwork to get these fans charged with assault and disorderly conduct involving Del Mooney's death. 3 men who brawled with the Patriots fan Del Mooney in the stands face being charged with assault after he died in the stands from, quote, medical issues. 3 men faced being charged with assault after an altercation at the Patriots game last month resulted in the death of Del Mooney. The Foxborough Police Department announced that they have applied for criminal complaints alleging assault, battery, and disorderly conduct against the trio from Rhode Island. In a statement to CBS News, the department said, should the clerk find probable cause to issue the charges, the names of the individuals will become public record at that time. Del Mooney, 53, collapsed and died following an incident at Gillette Stadium last month after being punched by a Miami Dolphins rival fan. Come on, Daily Mail. Norfolk County District's office had previously said that the autopsy did identify an undisclosed medical issue that may have contributed to his death. And there is Dale right there. And, of course, he's no longer with I'm not showing the video because that would absolutely get nailed on YouTube. DA Michael Morrissey confirmed that the issue was a potential contributor to his death, but the case will require further testing. That's rather interesting. He added that the 2 blows delivered by the Dolphins fan did not cause fatal injuries to Mooney. Disturbing footage showed the father of 2 and longtime Patriots ticket holder, who was donning a Mac Jones number 10 jersey, don't hold that against him, being swung at by a Dolphins fan. The punch connected, with eyewitnesses saying Mooney fell to the ground moments later during the huge brawl. He was then rushed to a nearby hospital before being pronounced dead. Gillette Stadium released a statement over his death, confirming that they are assisting in the investigation. We are heartbroken to learn of the tragic passing of Del Mooney, a lifelong Patriots fan and 30-year season ticket holder. Wow. Who died while attending last Sunday's Patriots game. That's what the Patriots put out that following few days afterwards. We continue to work with local authorities to assist them with their ongoing investigation. We extend our sincerest sympathies and heartfelt condolences to Dale's family and to all of those who are mourning his loss. And there's a scene, I guess, right there where they are working on him. There's Dale right there. Mooney's wife, Lisa, said that her husband had been a lifelong fan of the Patriots, who had been a season ticket holder for 30 years. The father of 2 described as having the patience of a saint who once risked his own life to save a child caught between the rocks near a jetty on Hampton Beach. Mooney, who was 39 at the time of the incident in 2009, rushed to help a girl who had been trying to free her boogie board from the rocks, according to Seacoast Online. The waves were slammed over her, She couldn't even stand on her feet. Mooney told the outlet she kept falling between the rocks, trying to keep her head above water. We were both pretty scared at that point. Friends of Mooney claim the Dolphins fans verbally taunted him before the fight broke out, with one punching him in the head. In the video, he is seen inserting himself into the crowd as some tried to break it up and others distanced themselves. And there is Dale right there. I guess this is his family. And that's him and his wife. His distraught wife told WCVB, "Numb, I just feel numb. I just can't believe this is for real. It takes a lot to get him mad. He has the patience of a saint. I just don't understand what happened." Mooney had attended the game with 3 friends on Sunday night, with first responders performing CPR. One witness told Joey Kilmartin told the Boston Globe that Mooney had been verbally sparring for most of the game. Mooney reportedly went over to confront the Dolphins fan during the fourth quarter of the game and was punched in the head twice. In a nutshell, it was a basic argument back and forth. Kilmartin said he went over to Section 311 and he basically engaged in a mutual combat with another fan. A lot of people started pulling them apart. It looked like somebody was in the middle of them, and then a man in a Dolphins jersey reached over and connected 2 punches to the victim's head. It wasn't crazy or out of the ordinary until 30 seconds later, the guy wasn't getting up. So there you go. But it's pretty wild. Now you've got 3 people facing charges, not murder charges, but assault charges, disorderly conduct. I don't know what the NFL does to try to curb some of these things that are going on right now with fans in these fights. I listen to and watch a lot of New York radio, and guys will occasionally call into New York radio and be like, "Hey, I'm a fan of blah, 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 the other team, whoever's playing New York," and they'll just flat tell whoever's calling in, "Don't go. Don't show up. Don't go in the visiting jersey. It's probably not going to be safe." And that's pretty unfortunate. You should be able to go to a game. Now, in this case, he was a Patriots fan, and it was a Dolphins fan who, if I remember correctly, the Dolphins beat the Patriots, I think 24-17 in that game. And that was the aftermath of it. This guy lost his life. I thought the autopsy coming back as having an unrelated, like the actual fight didn't kill him, but a unrelated medical issue just happened to pop in at the time and put him out permanently. I'm like, wow, that seems awfully coincidental that happened like that. I have heard over my 47 years of guys getting into bar fights or outside of a bar or whatever, and a guy landing a punch, 2 or 3, and the other person is dead that quick. And you don't think about that happening. A lot of things happen. A lot of guys have gotten in scraps over the years. I have. And many of you watching, I'm sure, has. But you don't think about if you land the wrong punch, hit somebody in the temple, yada, 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 somebody may not get back up. But it does happen, and sometimes it can wreck lives on both sides. I don't know how much, if alcohol played a role or anything like that. I know that that's something they've been talking about at NFL games too. A lot of families have just quit going. So I don't know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports supporters. Peace them out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.